The zoning system in this country, yeah, if you say it's working, you're saying a lie. And if you say it's not working, you may be still saying a lie. But on the contrary, it's not working.
To me, it's not working because some region haven't even been on the throne since democracy. And why some region have been there several times and they are still there.
Okay, in the government of President Muhammadu Buhari, he's supposed to pick running mate, that's vice president from southeast to balance it. Since Obasanjo just left the power, but vice president went to southwest. Now they're talking of it's not working.
Other parts of the country don't actually stand the benefits of the zoning system. So for me, it's not as effective as it ought to be.
The zoning system in Nigeria, is it working? And if it's working, you explain to me.
To me, it's not working because some region haven't even been on the throne since democracy. And why some region have been there several times and they are still there. I think all this thing is just about tribalism and nepotism. So all we just need is just like let the person that fits for the throne be there, not about zoning. Because if it's about who fits the work, these are current presidents should not be there because it's not even fit at all. So I think let's look out for the best best team that can play it, not about region or religion. Because now they are doing things over like, okay, fine, now the last one is Yoruba or Ijaman and now play North. Okay, the next one, where will it come from? People are vying for Atiku, but Atiku is still from the North. Then that means we are still on the same region. So I think what we need is just to like work on like to know the best man for the job. So zoning system is not working at all. It's not even at anywhere to get it close to working.
Jonathan, was he doing well?
Jonathan did his best, but it lacks in some areas. Nobody is perfect. That's the fact. So he tried his best in some area, and in some area he doesn't even try. So I think he did at like 60% of his best.
Absolutely not. It's not working.
Why do you say it's not working?
The zoning system in this country, yeah, if you say it's working, you're saying a lie. And if you say it's not working, you may be still saying a lie. But on the contrary, it's not working. Why I say it's not working is, if you come to the north, where I come from, because I'm from Benue State, and when that zone, if we come to political zoning, all of us we are from the north. So if you come to the north, the zoning system in the north is very, very poor, in such a way that the zoning favors only the far north. And if I'm talking about the far north, it's only the northwest, not even the east. The east are not included, the middle belt are not included. So if you check from the time of Ahmadu Bello down to this time, Tafawa Bellowa and all of this, if you check, there is no time that the head of this country come from the middle belt or from the west. If you,
what about Gawan?
Gawan. If you're talking about Gawan, Gawan was a military head of state. He was not an elected president. So if you're talking about the elected president in this country, that is where we are talking about the zoning system. You cannot talk about the zoning system include the military. It doesn't work that way. It doesn't in the democratic system of government that you talk about the zoning. So if you check, Buhari is from the west, Yar'Adua was from the west, who again? Even now, okay, Buhari is from the west, Yar'Adua is from the west. Okay, now Shagari is also from the west. So if you come to the east, where the Atiku and all of that come from, you see nothing. If you come to the middle belt, we have not even given of even the vice president.
Which zone do you think it should be zoned to 2023 presidency?
Under normal circumstances, if you want to go by the geopolitical zoning of this country, it's supposed to go to the east. Yes, it's supposed to go to the east. Because the reason why I say it's supposed to go to the east, if you're talking about the north, it can't come here because Buhari have already occupied the space of the north. And if you want to talk about the south, you can't talk about the south because Obasanjo just came down from there, and now they have the vice president. So if you're talking about the east, the presidency is supposed to go to the east because Jonathan is not from the east, and everybody know that Jonathan just climbed on somebody's back and entered. So the east, they have been marginalized for a very long time. Thank God I'm not from the east, but I am just saying the truth that they have been marginalized for a very long time. If they are talking about the three major tribes in this language, the Igbo, the Hausa, and the Yorubas and the Hausas have been having their cake Why the Igbos are not be having their cake? Now that they are crying about the Biafra, they will not allow them to go. They say they should remain. Now they have remained. They are still pressing them. And I am telling you, my brother, if you're not from the east, but the way they are pressing these people, a day will come that will affect us too. With the middle belt, if you check, the same state that the east have, that the same state that we have. We have Kwara, we have Benue, we have Kogi, we have Niger, and we have Plateau. That is 5 states. If you go to the east, Imo, Anambra, Enugu, Abia, Ebonyi, so forth and so forth. We are just the same thing. So if you're now like this thing is happening to the east, is not to the us, then when we are talking about the middle belt, that we are now crying marginalization in the north, that we also want to be separated. If we separated from the north and we stand on our own as middle belt, the same thing that is happening to the east will happen to us. You understand what I'm saying? So the zoning system in this country is completely poor.
Obasanjo came from southwest. From 1999 to 2007, he was on board. After Obasanjo, Yaradua came in. After Yaradua, he died. Jonathan completed his tenure. Jonathan was to go for a second term, but believing, doing something in the north, hoping that the Northerners will support him for him to come back for a second term. He got disappointed. Now, Buhari came in. President Muhammad Buhari came in. Now they're talking of shifting power. Tinubu is waxing strong. Other ones are waxing strong from the north. What of it's not working? What I'm saying is not working. What of the southeast? Are there slaves in the country? Okay, in the government of President Muhammad Buhari, he's supposed to pick running mate, that's vice president from southeast, to balance it. Since Obasanjo just left the power, but vice president went to southwest. Now they're talking of it, it's not working. There's not like true nationalism in Nigeria.
So to you now, there are some zones like Middle Belt. Have they provide president?
Middle Belt. Yes. Go on route for 9 years. He's from Middle Belt. Go is from Plateau. He ruled the country for 9 years.
Which zone now is missing?
Southeast. Southeast are not produced president of the country.
2023 presidency now, where do you think should be zoned to? Both PDP, both APC, any political party, where do you want them to zone into?
From southeast, should be zoned to southeast.
What about the vice?
I wouldn't know. Any vice could come. Yes, if we go to southeast, it comes from north. Vice will come from north to balance it.
So zoning system in Nigeria, is it functioning?
When you say functioning, I think that is an understatement. If you say if zoning system in Nigeria is functioning, it's an understatement. Because I don't see zoning functioning. All right. More so, it's not constitutional for we to begin to say if zoning system is functioning in Nigeria, because we're going to look at the zoning system in terms of the presidencies and what have you, the performance of the people who had come to power. A divergent view for the people of Nigeria and the populace of Nigeria. You get me? To begin to see if the system is one indivisible nation as we claim to be, aside of tribe, aside of ethnicity and what have you, religion and what have you. But the zoning system is already working. Taking a look from what is happening now, presently, because of the president whom we have that is Northwest, is he really performing? So with this measure, you can be able to say if this zoning system we're talking about is functioning or not. It is not, because the coming of this president from this Northwest, it has caused a lot of division. All right. We are divided along religious line, divided along ethnicity line. We have divided along so many lines. So the zoning system is not working. The government should also look inward to see what they can bring on the table of populace who have elected them in the place of power to govern the people. Okay? So the government should look inward, should think about the people, should think about developmental structure, okay, and how to put things in place that Nigeria runs well, okay, so that the people can also benefit from it.
Other parts of the country don't actually stand the benefits of the zoning system. So for me, it's not as effective as it ought to be. And I think that's owing to the political system, the lack of transparency in the whole system. We say we are trying to practice zoning. We are not actually doing that. We're just playing politics. a situation where we play ourselves to get into power. So we don't work with the zoning system here. That's why I believe.
Is it working idea in Nigeria?
A working idea for Nigeria. I think what we need in Nigeria, we just need honesty, one, and we need to have integrity and put the fear of God in our hearts. In everything we do, we need to put the fear of God in our hearts, and we need to put the betterment of the country above our own personal interest. What we are facing in the country today is, we put the interest of ourselves and that of our loved ones before the betterment of the country, and that's what has brought us to the state we are.
During the tenure of Goodluck Jonathan, after he took over from his predecessor, he was supposed to remit power back to the north according to party constitution, but because he was already in power, that didn't happen and nobody questioned it. That's at party level and shouldn't be a thing of concern for Nigerians. For Nigerians, if we want zoning, we have to concentrate on the constitution. The constitution has not made provision for that. Until the constitution makes provision for that, we will not have zoning in Nigeria. Why do I say so? You need to have a zoning system so that follow one can court and challenge it. So as it stands now, you cannot complain of zoning whereas it's not in the law because you cannot challenge it. There's no legal basis for it. But my personal opinion on zoning in Nigeria is we should not even, entrench the idea, because you have zoning in Nigeria, everybody will not be captured. To what extent are you going to practice it? Is it going to be north versus south when you have 6 geopolitical zones? Or you are going to make provision for all geopolitical zones? Or when you make provision for a geopolitical zone like North Central, how are you going to take care of the many ethnic groups? Like you have Kogi State in the North Central, you have Abuja, you have all of those. So who is going to represent them? So and that's why zoning might not really work. And for me, I feel that you need to have a system where everybody, you need to have a fair system where everybody can, actually get on the platform and, get an equal playing ground. For instance, there was a lawmaker at a particular point in time. I don't want to mention his name. He was talking about state of residence, which I believe that's a good place to start from.
Regarding to 2023 presidency, where do you think it should be zoned to?
At least he's supposed to just be at least in Abuja. Quite alright. This is FCT first. They're supposed to make it right that okay, he's supposed to be working.
Okay, now where do you think who president should come from? Is it from the north, from the south, or from the east? Where do you want president to come out from now?
He can be from any state. He can be from south, west, east. But for him to stand, this is what I want. You cannot just walk in for that ticket. Say, okay, let me buy the ticket. Let me show what. But what we need in this country now for a person that know what he's doing, person that is organized. This about Buhari or no Buhari traveling up and down. That is not the best issue.
Who do you think who is the best?
For my own side, I believe Osinbajo can do the best, but they make it quiet. They didn't allow him to do the right thing at the right time.
So, zoning system in Nigeria, is it working or not?
It's not working.
Why do you say it's not working?
Most of the party structures, when you talk of it, the aim of setting up a political party is always set aside in Nigeria because of the fact that whenever a political party is being formed, the tenets of forming it and their rules are always jettisoned because of our selfish interests and greed.
Now, 2023 presidency, which zone do you think it should be zoned to?
In 2023, to me, rightly, it should be zoned to the southeast. If you watch according to the history of this country, Southeast has never produced a president. The ones they had on was that of 1960, when Nnamdi Azikiwe was the ceremonial president from 1963. But before then, he was the governor general. So those ones is not something to write home about.
Are you telling me that it's only Southeast that have not provided presidents since in the history of Nigeria?
Yes, when we talk of the major ethnic groups, the Southeast have never produced a president.
Which state are you from?
I'm from Imo State.
Where would you like PDP and APC to zone their presidents in 2023? Where would you like them to zone the presidency to?
Currently there is this agitation of the people of the East, that is Biafra. So I don't know, just for peace to reign and for the purpose of justice, I think you should go to the East this particular time. That's what I can say, yeah.
Which state are you from?
Okay, me, I'm from the south, quite right, but I don't care about tribe. But since I was born, I'm from the history. I think the last time it happened that the East were given the opportunity, I think it was in the early 1960s. So I think it's overdue for it to be zoned down to the East right now.
The problem we are having in Nigeria now is, you know, even though you explain yourself, explain things that are happening in the country, the leaders, they don't care. So many places. It's not because I'm from North, I would say they should work in North. I want good unity, unite everything. I want everything to be one. I love North, I love South, I love East because I'm a traveler. I won't remain in my place. Now where I am now, I'm in Abuja. So I want good things to be happening in the country. Nigeria is a blessing country. It's not a place that we will be suffering. Look at what people are dying with hunger, and our leaders, they are there.
Would you like if the zone president to Igbo, will you like it?
If the Igbo man will do the right thing, no problem. Yeah, I'll vote.
Thank you. So what's your name?
My name is Innocent Hasili.